So guys, today we are going to discuss these few things. Give me a minute. So you will be hearing, you'll be coming across a word called VA/PT all the time. If you look for the jobs, or if you search on the job portals, you will come across this particular one. What is VA and what is PT? Okay. So we'll be discussing what is VA and what is PT. So before that, we'll be discussing what is VM. So anyone, any idea about VM?
Virtual machines.
Vulnerability management.
Oh,
Okay. This is a vulnerability management, and VA means nothing but your vulnerability analysis, and PT is nothing but your penetration testing. Okay. So you might be you might be getting a doubt, hey Nankisha, why we want to focus on vulnerability management? So guys, now you guys are very much aware of the PT. Okay, if not 50%, right? This is one domain. Okay, in security we do have many domains. So we can say PT, you can say security testing, or you can say VA. Okay, another domain is VM, vulnerability management. Then we have something like Dev Sec Ops. Then we have cloud security. Okay, and then we have, what else we have? Of course, there are many, but I'm just giving a few which I recall or remember. Okay, then container security. In container security, I'll be teaching you Dockers and security, Docker security. Okay, so this will be your second domain. Under VAPT, we have network, web, mobile, API. What else? Anything else missing here? Nothing, right? That's it. So again, as I promised you, I'll be teaching everything in the first domain, and I'll be teaching the second domain today. I'll complete the entire second domain today, and then I will be taking up the web. Okay. So when we finish the second domain, it will cover the network pen testing as well.
okay.
Okay. And partially web pen testing, mobile API. In vulnerability management also, we have all these four. Okay. So now the question is, hey Ankisha, what is vulnerability management and what is vulnerability analysis? Anyone? Any difference?
Analysis means we are analyzing, right, what might be the vulnerabilities in the.
And what is management then?
I don't know a perfect definition to have.
Okay. Simple thing is, management is a process. Okay. A standard process. Analysis is an activity in the process. For example, we do this vulnerability scanning, right? Vulnerability
Yes.
scanning is one nothing but your vulnerability assessment. Once you scan, you assess the report. The same thing, once you get the burp suite scanning done, you generate the HTML report, isn't it? Now
Yes.
you open the report and you check the report. Hey, it says like HTTP only is available. Okay, is it really that particular thing is not present or present? SQL injection, we got hyphen. If I put hyphen, I'm getting this particular error. You got your XML injection. Pallavi, please bear with us. I'll teach you about that later.
Okay.
Okay, just so when I got this XML injection, I just give you a code, and then I'll check with the greater than symbol when LRT kind of symbols. Okay, this is nothing but vulnerability analysis. Okay, let me give a small scenario. So in our scenario, we take a company, any company. Can you give name one company, please?
Wipro.
Yeah, Wipro. Okay, we'll take a Wipro company. Okay, Wipro do have offices in North India. Okay, then South India, then say East India, and fourth one is West India. Okay, under North India, so they have Gurugram, clear, and one in Delhi. Two locations in North India. In South India, they have two locations. One is Hyderabad, another one is Bangalore. Okay. In the Eastern India, they have two locations. One is Kolkata, and another one is also in Kolkata. Okay. In West India, they have one office in Mumbai. So another one is Gujarat. Clear up to here, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Kishore.
Now Wipro, rather than Wipro, okay, let me, okay. So Wipro have this four, say eight offices in four location. I am working for some XYZ company. So my company name is, say, any other company?
SAP.
No, not SAP, right? Any, say
In.
none.com, my company. Okay. In my company, I have, called employees like, Nankishore. Second one is I have Pallavi. Then I have, say, Shavanti. I have Alekia. I have Ajay. I have Varshita. Then I have Rajashri and Vanilla. Okay, five people. So what Wipro does is, hey buddy, we have a vulnerability management kind of engagement in our company is a requirement. So we have a requirement for vulnerability management. Can you guys please help us? So say Pallavi is a manager, okay, and I like Shavanti is a director slash say VP, okay, and Alekia is sales, okay. I'm a senior guy, team lead you can say, and Ajay is a second senior, say having 5 years of experience. Okay, all these three people are freshers. Okay, guys,
Okay, Kishore.
if you don't understand any part, please let me know. I'll repeat that because this is very very important. You need to understand the entire process. Clear? So
Clear,
Okay.
now,
Kishore.
so the request will go to the Shavanti. Shavanti will say, "Hey, buddy, you know what? Done.com is a well-known company, and we are, not startup or or middle-level company, or high-level company. No matter. Okay, but yes, we have done, many engagement for, kind of vulnerability management. We have done many engagements on vulnerability management for TCS. TCS is an IT company just like you guys, or Infosys. So we are giving a kind of biscuit to the Wipro, stating that, hey, we already have an experience working in this particular domain. Okay. Then Pallavi and Alekia. So Shavanti will say, hey Pallavi, hey Alekia. So we got a new threat from Wipro for vulnerability management. Please, ready the proposal, all these things. I believe we have gone through the proposal, how they drop the proposal, how they drop the SOW, how the meeting, meeting will happen, the rate card, everything, right?
Yes, Kishore.
Yes, Kishore.
So you want me to repeat it again or not required? Guys, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Let let me give a small summary of that just for 1 minute. Okay. So Pallavi will say, no, okay, let me connect with the manager of Wipro, and manager of Wipro. Who is the manager of Wipro?
Vanilla.
Hey, Vanilla is a fresher, right?
Oh, sorry.
So say
Pallavi.
Shrikant, just Shrikant, or Adam in USA. Okay, Adam. Guys, can you please go on mute? Okay, Adam. So Pallavi will connect to the Adam and she get the requirement. And Adam will say, hey buddy, you know what? We have offices in 4 locations across India, and every location we have 2 branches. And going forward, we are going to acquire one more company. The company name is say XYZ. Okay, this company, after we acquire, that means after we purchase the company, we'll include the company in Wipro portfolio. For time being, we'll keep this apart. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so far we'll be discussing only on this four. So and Pallavi say, hey, that's a really good thing, let me know your requirement. The client will say, hey, no, our requirement is we need to have a we need you guys to establish a complete robust vulnerability management process. The client will say, we don't have any idea, I don't have any definition about vulnerability management, what exactly is that, help. Okay, now you need to figure out. So and Pallavi will do the math. She says like, no, yes, we have this many things. Okay, in North India we have around 1 lakh IPs. IP. This client will provide the information. In South India we have 2 lakh IPs, and in the West India we have 3 lakh IPs, and in the in the West India we have say some 4 lakh IPs. Okay, so all together we have how many IPs? 10 lakhs IPs,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Yes.
Now there's a huge engagement, isn't it? And
Yes.
vulnerability management process always falls in the production. That means a continuous process. If you remember the secure SDLC diagram, what we have discussed in the past.
Yes.
Okay. So Pallavi say, hey, that's a very good engagement. We have done 10 lakh IPs in the vulnerability management domain, and we are well aware of the process and the challenges, everything. That is fine. And she got the requirement. She sit with her team. She develop everything. Then she will send a draft to the kind of director VP. Then she discuss with the sales people as well. Hey, we need at least 100 100 resources to take up these particular activities. What is a rate card, everything. Again, they will have first level of discussion with the Wipro team, Adam. They say, hey buddy, you guys are charging me more 10 crore rupees for this. We don't have that much of budget, rather we can go with the 8 crores, and we don't want 100 people, we can stick to 500 people. Okay, then again you do your discussions, again you do your mathematical kind of algorithms. Again you go schedule a second meeting, and this time you guys agree. The particular agreement will take the shape of the proposal diagram. Further, it will take the shape of SOW. Clear? Hello.
Yes, Kishore,
Yeah, yeah,
clear.
Nand.
Okay,
Yes, Kishore.
so now the question is, one every engagement will have a separate SOW. Agree? So this is a VM engagement, and we need to have a separate SOW. Now question is, what goes into this SOW? So guys, more or less the companies will give you a template to prepare your SOW. Now you might be asking me, what exactly is a template, Nan? So that means Nan.com, I have my standard templates. That means if I work for a vulnerability management for TCS, I'll say, hey Pallavi, hey Shavanti, hey Alakya, I got this TCS vulnerability management document. Please sanitize this document and update the Wipro details in the document. Okay, fine. No, I don't have any vulnerability management document, but can you please create one? This is again, challenging task, but yes, you can create that. How you create? The first thing is you need to have a sketch of SOW. So, what is a sketch of SOW? First of all, skeleton of SOW. Executive summary. So what goes into execute summary? So just a normal kind of over high level discussion of the project. Wipro is giving vulnerability management project to us, and Wipro is into IT company, and they have 8 location kind of things. And Nun.com is IT company, and we are providing this kind of activity to Wipro. Okay, then we need to uh, detail, or you can say scope. So what goes in the scope? How many IPs? Okay, then exclusions. Why exclusion? There are some critical servers. Okay, I need to take off this critical servers from the scanning. Then escalation matrix. Okay, then what tools I have to use? Scanning timing. Okay, and reporting format. Okay, just we'll take only few. Okay, you can include many. The third one is I need to include an index for the document. So what goes in the index? So total number of IPs, every location separate. Okay, it's a kind of table you can say. Then we have diagram. Okay, and what else we can include in the index, guys? Any suggestions?
Versions.
Yeah, versions.
Code.
Okay, and even in the executive summary, before that you have something like say you need to create your version document. Version document again. You need to say give the first level, second level, third level, guys, information, who has gone through the document, who has rectified the document, who has drafted the document, who has signed up the document, all these things. Okay, just let's stick to with only three things. Now I got this entire thing. This is nothing but SOW. Okay, from here to here. So again, I will elaborate each and every section. I will elaborate. Okay, what kind of elaboration? So again, you created a kind of table. In the table you mentioned North India, South India, West India, East India, and IP range, exclusions, and again you include the persons, the IT manager of North Indian branch, South Indian branch, all these things. The client will provide you all the information, and you need to, based on the information, you need to create the draft. You send the draft to the client will look into the draft, he'll make some changes, again you make the changes. So finally your draft will take shape. That draft is nothing but your vulnerability management document. I do have one document which I drafted for my previous company, Big Four. I will forward the document to you guys. I don't have the document, and again, we are regarding this session. I'll be sharing this session with other colleagues as well. But documents I will draw, share with the Telegram group. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
So I'll be sharing you one sample document of vulnerability management, the document. Along with that, I will be sharing you one more PDF of vulnerability management, the entire kind of study material. I think it's around 189 or 200 pages. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, so up to here we are clear, right?
Yes, Kishore.
Yep. Yes.
We are
Okay.
clear.
Now document. This is your SAW. Now you need to prepare the document, vulnerability management document. So what this document contains? The document contains the same thing like IP numbers in a tabular form. Whom we need to connect, who are the people, the IT leads, and what is kind of scanning timing, everything will be in the document. So we are up to the document. Now the real thing comes. Hey buddy, as per our SOW, these guys want to use Nessus or Nexpose. So these two scanners are commercial scanners. These are good for network pen testing. Okay. And for the web, they have the PCI compliance requirement, and we need to suggest one. I said Qualys God. Okay. So this is the
Okay.
thing. So now you need to convince the client, client why the client should go with the Nessus, why not with the Nexpose, or why not with the open source tool. So this is again, is my role comes here. I need to tell the client, hey buddy, you know what? Commercials are commercials, and it's always recommended to use one commercial scanner, one open source scanner. So industry best practices. Always you need to scan any application with two scanners, one commercial or one open source, or two commercials. That is why in the FedEx we use Suite as well as Web Inspect. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all. So client will say, hey buddy, let's go with the Nessus. Nessus is cheap and Expose is a bit expensive. I'll go with the Nessus. Okay. Now
Okay.
my team role. So these people work is done. Okay. So I'll just remove the people from here. Okay, so I am the team lead. Ajay is having 5 years of experience, and these people are worship and everything. So I'll say, guys, we got this engagement. Everything is done. Vulnerability management document is in place. Now we need to start the engagement. We have some time, say 1 month time, 1 week time, or 10 days time. So what you have to do? So since I got these two freshers, right? Three freshers. So I will ask Ajay, hey Ajay, train these freshers on these tools first and foremost. For a vulnerability assessment, so vulnerability management, you need to know the tools inside out, compulsory. Okay, so
Okay.
Ajay will train you on this particular thing. Okay, and again, what I will be doing, I'll be doing the status update reports, because we need to update the status, right, when the scanning is done. And I
Okay.
need to chalk out a plan. How do we scan? What will be the format? Everything. So now, in the vulnerability management document, we schedule. No, we will create a separate category called schedule. In the schedule, we'll mention what time of the day the scanner will take place. So say again, this is a standard practice in the previous organization for all the web applications. Okay, we scan monthly once. For a network IPs, okay, quarterly once. Okay, again, do I need to scan all the IPs in one go? No. These 10th lakhs IPs, no, whatever we have, right? We divide them. We divide into small batches. Say for for North India we have 1 lakh IPs. I divide this 1 lakh IPs into 10,000, 10,000, 10. Okay. First I'll take up the North Indian scan, South Indian scan. If not, I will increase the, where is the tool gone? Where is the tool? Tool. Where is the tool? Yeah, tool, right? So I'll say, hey buddy, I really required at least 50 instances of Nessus. Okay, 50 instances of Nessus means 50 individual PCs. That means I will take 50 computers, I install 50 Nessus on that, I'll buy 50 licenses, I'll install the 50 licenses, then I can do a parallel scan. Okay, clear? Are we clear till here?
Yeah, yeah, clear, clear.
Okay,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
I got the client will say, hey, buddy, buddy, 50 instances is fine. I can have, I'm having the budget. You go with the 50 instances. Can I directly scan, guys?
Okay, so
Can I
we have a
directly
five
scan them?
resources, but you are telling 50
Sorry,
separate computers. Okay, so we have five resources only, right?
no. We have 50 computers, 50 PCs.
She's talking
Okay.
about
Instances means PC, ma'am.
resources.
Yeah, instances means PC. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, 50 instances means 50 PCs. If you remember, right now we got two web inspect license. That means we got two
Yeah.
systems and we installed them on two systems, isn't it? In the
Yes.
same
Yes.
way, I have 50 instances as nothing but your PCs. Okay. Now, here again the catch is, client will say, buddy, I am ready to buy 50 licenses, but again 50 PCs, PCs again something I need to buy a high-end PCs, because scanners will run continuously, so they should have 64 GB of RAM, 64 GB I'm talking about. Okay, my laptop RAM is 16 GB, 16, and again they should have core i7 or i9 processor. Again, it cost me good amount of money. Is there an alternative? Again, this is my duty. I have to say yes, we do have something like no cloud instances. Okay,
Okay.
so we can take, okay, cloud instances. So in that case, we need to buy the 50 instance things, right? So the scanner will be run in the Nessus cloud, and all we got is some kind of software we need to install here in our local LAN. So for time being, we remove the cloud instance. The client will say, okay, that's fine, I'll go with your 50 PCs. So client will buy 50 PCs and he'll buy 50 instances. Now the Nessus is up and running. We have installed the Nessus, and these 50 pieces are maintained by our team. Okay, can we
Okay.
scan the systems now? Hello.
Can we? Yes, ma'am.
Can we scan the systems with the 50 PC, 50 Nessus instances?
Yes.
We can write.
No. Again,
No.
we need to chalk out a plan, right? We don't blindly scan the system. There are two things comes into picture. What are the two things? Your system resources. Okay. When I say system resources, nothing but your hardware resources. Okay. So they gave us high-end core i7 or i9 system. That means we are good on the systems. But however, the network. So when you're scanning, 1 lakh IPs in simultaneous, right? The network will be, choked, right? You will be find lots of traffic, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Kishore.
Okay. Then second one is network. So we don't need to find again. You need to find a balanced approach so that even the regular people who are working on the network should not feel this kind of say the network will go down or they have congestion on the network or the network speed is slow. Okay. Then again I'll say, hey guys, what we do is we'll see we will see to scan our systems on Saturdays and Sundays and in the night times. Okay. In the night time, Wipro is this is in India, right? So people start their work around 9 o'clock, they finish around 9 o'clock in the India. So how about we start our scanning from 10 o'clock? So you don't find many people, hardly you'll find 10% of the people. So that means out of these 10 lakhs, you'll find probably 1 lakh people, and network should be fine. And we scan on Friday night or Thursday night. Then look, we continue on Saturdays and Sunday. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now under the schedule, right? As I told you, for the web we scan monthly. Okay, and for the network, we scan say quarterly. Please excuse the spelling mistakes, guys. Okay. Now, what time we need to scan? We need to mention the timing as well. So we'll be scanning during off-peak time from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day, and on Saturdays and Sunday. Clear? So we got the schedule. We address the two challenges. Now what, guys? Any idea? Now what we have to? Are we ready to scan?
Yes.
Templates. We need to develop the templates. Okay. So it is not something like no straight away we do the scanning. No, we need to develop the templates. Email, we have something like email template, escalation template, reporting format template, all these things. So let's talk about the email template here. Okay. So what I do is exactly 1 week before the scan. Say for example, I'm going to my scan will start this month and not next month. Okay. Next month my scan will start on 3rd and 4th and continue on 5th, 3, 4, 5 days. So what I do is I send the email 1 week before the scanning. Okay, hey buddy, we are scanning this North India location on so and so date. And whom we include? We include the Wipro stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, their management team. And our nun.com management team, along with the IT manager and the IT leads of North India. So that everyone should aware our scanning is going to take place on this particular time. Okay, 1 week before the scanning is sent. These are first email. Okay, second email again I will send after 3 days. After 3 days again, I will send the second email. Again, you can agree this number of days with the client. I'm just giving a small example. And I will send a third email just a day before the scan. Okay,
Okay.
this is how we prepare the template. So first email template I'll send to all the people. I'll make the necessary changes. Same thing, I'll send the same email to the North India, West India, East India, all these things. Second email, same thing. Third email, same thing. Okay, I'll include the respective leads and IT managers, everyone. Then that is fine. Now the question is, are we good to scan? Hello?
Yes.
No?
Yeah, we can scan
Yes,
now.
now we can scan, right?
No. Even now,
Oh,
we
there is
cannot
no
scan.
response from the team.
No, they don't respond to the email because this is a notification email, right? This is a notification email, scan notification email, you can say.
Then it is not acknowledged, so we can't scan.
No, see, we are sending them, we are scanning, we are going to initiate the scan before, on this particular days. So on this particular time, the scan will run around 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, and we will be continuing scan on Saturdays and Sunday. Okay. It
Okay.
is my responsibility to connect with each and every location head. Okay, talk to them and ask their challenges. Hey, when I is going to scan, right, I'm going to scan 1 lakh IPs at a time with a 50 Nessus instance. Okay, so how it is going to work with your network? Can your network handle that much of traffic? Who is the point of contact? Can you please assign some engineers to us in case something goes wrong? They will notify us. What are the IPs you want us to take out of scanning? Some critical IPs like critical servers. Okay, and again, when my scan will start from this particular IP. Okay, IPs 192.168.1.51 to 101. Okay, can you please whitelist my IPs in your firewall? So that means your firewall IDS, IPS, or any secure device should not block my IPs. Okay, clear up to here?
Yes, Kishore.
Okay, say
Yes,
100.
Nand,
Now, can we scan now?
we can.
So these guys, the IT people in respective location, they have whitelisted IP. Everything is in place. Can we start scan?
Yes.
We have to subscribe, right?
What subscribe?
In tool.
No, our tool is already ready. Ajay is taking care of the tool, right? That Ajay is
Okay.
preparing the tool. He included all the ranges of the IP address. And Varshita, Rajashri, Vanilla, you guys are wonderful, experienced person in this Nessus and Expose whatever tools. So I'm talking about my role. So I'm the lead, right? Architect, lead, whatever you want to name it, name it. Even you can name it as a manager as well. So no, still I can't really scan. The reason is I need to connect with these guys, the North India, South India, East India, West India. I need to ask them, can you please provide me few IPs from different network segments, so that I will do my initial scan. I'll check the report. I'll check all the things are in place. My IPs are not blocked by your kind of security devices. So it's a kind of trial run. Okay, they will provide me IP address. So from every location, I got 50 IP addresses or 100 IP addresses. Okay, then I will again in the SOW, right? In the SOW, we ask the
Mm.
client what kind of vulnerability management you want to maintain. Do you have any compliance requirement, something like HIPAA or SOX compliance, or say PCI DSS compliance? So my scan should be in line with those compliance, isn't it? And every scanner will come with some kind of templates, but those templates won't work with us. So what we have to do is we have to take one template and we have to customize according to our client's requirement. Okay, I will be using that scan template to scan all these 400 IPs. Four location, that is 400 IPs. Clear? I will
Clear.
see the report. So why I scan 400 is to check the network connectivity. Okay, I will pick up some scan report from every location. I'll take 4 reports. I see what kind of information I am getting. Is this information satisfying our client requirement? No. Tune the scanner. This is template one. I can say template version one. Okay. Again, I'll scan, and this time I got my desired result. So we are good. Okay, I will provide this report to the client. I'll say, hey guys, we have done this kind of template things, and we have scanned 400 IPs, and we are ensure like everything is working fine. The location heads are given the green signal to go ahead and do the scanning, and the report is satisfying what is your requirement. If you remember, right, in our current project, we always discuss with the client, hey buddy, Do we need to focus on OAuth's top 10, 2017 or 2021? So that is nothing but our template. Okay, I'm just saying. So here we will be creating a template as well. The client will say, yes, we are good. I will sign off this template and you can start the scanning. So the first thing first, I have to send a email notification. This is the format I need to follow. First, send the first email a week prior to your scanning, then 3 days after the before the scanning, then 1 day before the scanning. Then you can start your scanning. The people, since all these guys know, like, no, the IPs will originate from this particular IP range, and the manager has spoken to them, so they have assigned one resource or two resources in each location. So now everything is ready. I'll say, hey Ajay, trigger the scan. Okay. Initially, I will be checking the scan. Hey, what's happening? Because this is the first time, right? First time, everyone is very what call careful. So Ajay will say, hey buddy, you know what? We are doing a wonderful job, and scanners are running as normal. So we are scanning all those things. So that's how the vulnerability management process works. Now, hey Brendan Kishore, our Ajay, Varshita, Rajeshri, Vanilla work is something like they have to work with the scanners. Yes, they have to work with the scanners. When I say work, that work include maintenance of the scanner as well. That means they need to remove the logs from time to time. They need to update the scanner. They need to check, whether the scanner is crashing. If so, why it is crashing. They need to connect with the scanners, providers. Nessus is maintained by Tenable company. So you need to ping to the Tenable company if you get any, kind of issues. Hey, buddy, this particular scanner is not working. Can you please help us? It is their responsibility to help us. Okay. Hello.
Okay,
Yes,
Kishore.
teacher.
So
Okay.
the entire thing is nothing but your vulnerability management process. This is how you implement the vulnerability management from 0 to 100. So once the scan is done, are we is our job done or still we have any other job?
We need to prepare the report after the
No,
scan.
we don't prepare the report in vulnerability management, right? We provide the scanner output
Okay.
post scanning. So this is very important area, guys. This area only the managers or TLs, architects, they work here again. Okay, in the post scanning, so say NK will work here. So what he does is he connect with the different location heads. So after the scanning, Ajay will provide, hey Nankisho, North Indian reports are this, South Indian reports are this, East Indian, West Indian reports are this. Okay, and Rajay will send the respective reports to the teams. He'll CC me. Then what I do is I schedule a meeting. I schedule a meeting with North India, South India, East India, West India. So again, let's talk about North India. North India, what kind of meeting? I schedule a meeting with what? Network team, servers team, printers team, and XYZ team. So if I have any, if not, I just if the numbers are since the numbers is 1 lakh, right? So that is the reason I'm just segregating the teams. So in this team, what I discuss is, hey guys, we have scanned your particular IP range and we came across this report. We have circulated the reports across to you. And when this will happen after submitting the submitting a report. That means 1 week. We'll give 10 days and please fix whatever you want to do. So after 10 days, we discuss the same thing in the meeting. Hey buddy, we have circulated the report and it's been 10 days. So what is the status on that? Did you guys fix the report? The network will teams will say, hey buddy, we are clear, we have updated and we have addressed all the gaps and loopholes. I said that's really good. The server team will say, hey buddy, you know what, we do have servers 2013, Microsoft server 2013. I'll say, why already Microsoft have stopped support for 2013, then why you have those systems on your network? They have to say, they will say like, no, yes, we are trying to upgrade, it will take time. Okay, I note their response. Okay, in the same way, printer team, hey buddy, what's happening with you? He will say like, no, we are planning, we have some old printers, we are taking them out, and we are ordered new printers. Once we got the new printers, we'll include them and we remove the old printers. So I take the output of that. I'll prepare my monthly, quarterly, weekly status. Say monthly status report, quarterly status report. Okay, I take this report. So the same thing I apply with the different locations: South India, North India, East India, West India. Okay,
Okay.
again here Nankishore will take care of this work, not the team. Okay, now I'll go to the client. This is a crucial part, because the whole reason is we have the issues and client want us to fix the issues. Then I'll say, hey buddy, this is our initial first month report. I will justify in this first month report these many open, they call as key performers or key performance index, KPIs. Okay, I'll say open this many open issues. Okay, and people, team has fixed this many. Again, this is again template. Okay, the same thing in the quarterly report also, we have scanned this many IPs, scanned this many IPs, say 10 lakhs IPs. So this is how this many IPs we have scanned. We got 1 lakh issues and team has 50,000 issues. They are they gave this justification. They are working on that. So are you guys aware, clear up to here? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kishore.
Yes,
So
yes.
client will
Yeah.
say, hey buddy,
KPI full form
key performance index. So what you have
index.
achieved from what you have achieved from the particular scan or kind of activity. That's how you measure your work, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes, no.
No, if you don't find any issues, if you say, hey buddy, everything is fine, the client will say, I paid around 10 crore rupees to you and you are saying everything is fine. But if you find issues, then you can say, yes, you have this many issues. Client will be happy. This is what Ajay does in our project. Status report. How many things are open, how many things are closed, kind of thing. Okay, I'm just giving a contrast. Okay,
Okay.
so again, second term. Okay, first quarter is done, second quarter, same process we follow. But here in the monthly status, quarterly status report is we include first month report or first quarter report, and we include second quarter report. Okay, we include these two and we do a contrast. Hey buddy, in the first month we have scanned 10 lakhs IPs. There are 50,000 open issues and our team is fixed. Second time we will say, okay, this time the issues have gone up to, gone down to 25,000. So that's the improvement from the first scan report. Okay, we are comparing and contrasting the earlier scan report and this scan report. It's a kind of the client will say, yes, there is an improvement from previous scan to this scan. Clear?
Yes, Kishore.
Yes, clear, Kishore.
Okay,
Clear.
so this is nothing but a vulnerability management process. Okay, now you might be asking me and Kishore, now how where come this vulnerability analysis or vulnerability assessment falls into? So since you guys are working here, right, where you guys these people, so now let's talk about these people role. So they will create the templates as we discussed, create the templates, then give me a minute. They maintain the system as well as the scanners. Okay, and they create users, different users, administration, because Ajay will create a one user for Vashita, one login for Rajeshri, one login for Vanilla, kind of things. Okay, but again, right, Ajay will ping this, or myself will ping this location heads. I'll ask them to create one user in respective location, user one, user two, user three, or user North India. So not one, I can say create 4 to 5 users. So in the same thing, 5 users in South India. guys, just 1 minute, guys. Okay, okay, just 1 minute, guys, please. Okay, in the same way, 5 users for East Indian users, 5 West Indian users. Clear? And these users should be read-only users. Remember, always remember, when you are scanning, you have to scan with a read-only user permission. Permission. Okay. So those guys will create those read-only user permissions. Again, they say 2 Windows users and 3 Linux users. Just an example. Okay. So hey buddy, from North India, I created 5 users or 6 users, I can say. 3 Windows users, 3 Linux users. These are read-only users. The reason is whenever the scanner is scanning this application, right? The scanner will log in as this particular user, user one, user two, user three, four, five, six, and do the scanning. Then you get a proper response. If you don't provide the user, right, then it will scan as a unauthenticated user. That means it will scan only the outer part, not the logged in part. Clear? Hello.
Yes, Kishore, clear.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
why this read only user? You want this user only to read the particular software versions, whatever it may be, but you don't want the user to make any changes to the system, isn't it? That is the reason we need to use only read only users. And believe me guys, if you don't create a read only user, the scanner will bombard the application with junk data. The entire system will be totally junk. Again, it will be a big escalation. So that is the reason we require read only user. You do lots of scanning, trial runs, blah blah blah. Okay. Hello. Hey, am I audible? Hello. Hey Lakia.
Hello?
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, Kishore. Ma'am,
Yes,
Pallavi is not on the call.
Yeah, let's join her. Give me a minute. Let me join Pallavi. Hey Pallavi.
yeah, Nand. Sorry,
Okay.
my I
No,
got
it's not you.
disconnected.
It was the issue with the teams. So they give us free 1 hour, kind of meetings.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope all you guys are able to hear me.
Yes,
Yeah,
Kishore, we can hear
Okay.
you.
So till where you have followed, which place till? Hello.
None, North India, read only permissions
Okay. Read only
so
permission.
that network doesn't bombard it.
Okay. So, always remember whenever you're scanning, right, you need to create a separate read-only permission user, and you need to use that user's credential to scan the application. Now, Kiran Kishore, I don't want to use my, credentials. I just want to do a scan. Then you will be doing a unauthenticated scan. That means the scan will work before the login part. After login part, you require a username and password. That too a read only. If you don't use a read only user, believe me guys, the entire system will get junk because scanners will push lots of junk to the uh, systems. Clear?
yeah, Nand.
Okay, so this is how the vulnerability management process works, and these are the different roles of different peoples I have discussed. So by evening, probably, I need to find the vulnerability management document, drafted document, which I drafted for one of my previous company. If I can find, I will share that particular file in that Telegram group of ours, along with the vulnerability management PDF.
Okay.
Okay, and I look for the sample monthly status report, quarterly status report. If I have any, I will just try to push it to you guys. Now the question is, guys, Nankishore, is it done? Like, no, are we done with the vulnerability management? So this is the entire process. I gave you a kind of idea what exactly is vulnerability management. Now, if you are joining as a 2 years or experience or 5 years experience, if you're joining as a manager, what will be your tentative roles? Like, this is my perception. This is what I did in my previous organization. So this was my role in my previous organization. Okay, now what you have to do is you need to do a proper study. Okay, proper study means you will find lots of material on YouTube about vulnerability management. Okay, and you google search Google. Okay, try to understand the process. So tomorrow, if your company, if a company says like, no, everybody, we have a made what color, we have a kind of say, um, what is it, vulnerability management project, are you interested? So this is a work you guys are going to expect, more or less say 70% of this kind of work. Okay, now this is about the network. And Kishore, what about the web application thing, right? So we need to address the both, right, web as well as the network. So again, we will be doing a monthly scan. That means we'll be following the same process of email notification. Again, we have our Qualys Guard configured with the web application URLs. Here we don't use any credentials. The client requirement was like that. He want to scan as a black hat hacker sitting in China, notorious country. Okay, if a person don't have any credentials, if they try to hack my information, hack my application, what kind of information he can get? That is the scenario here. Guys, please speak up if you have any doubt.
No, none. Clear.
No, none.
Okay. Now, again, let's go to
Kishore,
the tool
Ilakia
space.
is not in the call, Kishore.
All about vulnerability management. Now coming to our vulnerability assessment or analysis part, which is our tools. So our tools includes for network, we'll be using Nessus, Nexpose, OpenVas, Nmap, Metasploit. Okay. For the web, we use Perp Suite, Web Inspect, and we have XYZ canners, XYZ, or etc. I can say. Okay. Today our topic is only network, so we'll be focusing only on the networks end at this point of time. Okay. Now the question is, if a company is big, they will buy the commercial products. Okay. If the company is small, these are paid versions or commercial. Okay, if the company is small, say around 10 15 IP or 100 IPs, they say we don't have much budget, you know just go with the open source. Then we have to go with the open source. Okay, again we have Nmap, we have Metasploit. So Nmap and Metasploit, this is very much a manual kind of vulnerability assessment. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so this is a all-in-one picture what we are going to do. Next post, I don't have a what call a trial version, so I can't really show you the next post. But Nessus, yes, I do have a commercial trial version. Clear? So our lab here, I got some systems. So I am going to turn on my Metasploitable 2. I'm going to turn on my Metasploitable 3. These are my lab systems. Okay. The first
Okay.
I will scan with Parrot is my, say one of my testing system. Okay. So my lab systems, you can say 2/3 and testing system. So Kali Linux, I have installed OpenVas, and Parrot, I have installed Nessus. Okay,
So
and I
can't we
believe,
install OpenVas in Parrot itself? You have
yeah, I
already.
tried that. Don't do that one. I tried yesterday. I was working on this kind of things yesterday. I worked a lot. It seems there is some, bug issues or kind of issues on Parrot, but on Kali Linux you can install smoothly. I'll tell you the challenge as well. The commands are
Oh,
very simple. The commands to install on Parrot or Linux is simple, very much simple, right? The first command is you have to go to, say dollar sudo apt hyphen get update. It will update your database. Second, um, sudo apt hyphen get upgrade. This upgrade everything, the install packages. Okay. After that, same thing. Use this command gvm hyphen set. Sorry, sudo apt hyphen get install what gvm. GVM is nothing but a OpenVAS, or you can write OpenVAS as well, or GVM. Anything should be fine.
okay.
Okay. After that, again sudo apt hyphen get what is that? Sorry, not this. GVM hyphen setup. Once your setup is done, check the no GVM update your database. What is that? Feed slash update. This will update the database of OpenVAS. Once this is done, just use sudo gvm hyphen check install. This will check the installation, whether the installation was proper or not. Okay. After that, you need to give sudo gvm hyphen start, stop, these two things. So when you give start, right, it will start a web server locally, and you can browse the local IP, and the port number is 9392. So should be https colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 9392. So when the setup is done, right, when the setup is done, it will give you admin, it will create a admin user and give the password as well, and gives the password. Okay. So again, guys, if you take any Linux, these two commands are compulsory. You have to give any Linux Debian based, and I do give this command as well: sudo apt hyphen get distro hyphen y. So it won't ask you any kind of questions, right? This is must, and this is an optional. Is if you want to use, you can use, but these two things are very must. Okay. Now, if you want to add everything in one command, then use ampersand and just paste this thing here, apt upgrade y. Clear? This is for
Yes.
installing the software. So we use apt get install command is used for installing the software. Okay. After installing, you need to set up the software, then you need to update the software, then you need to check the installation whether it's fine or not, then you can start and do your work. Clear?
Clear, Kishore.
Okay. And when I know I have a plan to take up a complete Linux kind of training, so I will teach you how to install Linux, how to install softwares, then how to monitor the softwares, how to do a log analysis, everything in that. So
Okay.
these are the commands for OpenVAS installation. If not, you can go to internet and you can find here itself. See, yeah, geeks for this is a good one. I follow this. So if you want, you can follow this as well. Okay, the same kind of commands he uses here. Check setup. What I have written? Check setup. Sorry. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's see. My Metasploit 3 is up. That is fine. Let me check the IP. Before that, let me show you one more thing. This is what? This is my Parrot. And what else? Metasploitable 2, MSF, AD, MIN, MSF, AD, MIN, IFCON, and 5G. So my IP address is 40. Can you see the IP address?
Yes, Kishore.
Hello. My IP address is
Yes, Kishore.
40. Okay, but I don't know the IP address of Metasploitable 3. How can I know the IP address of Metasploitable 3? So one of the command is just use sudo net discover. So what exactly the net discover will do is it will look for all the IPs which are live and present right now. They are present on my network. They will know, it will find my mobile phone if it is connected to my Wi-Fi, everything. So if you see the 40 is this one. This is my Metasploitable 2. Okay.
Okay.
Now in times you will come across this IP and MAC address, and you need to find, hey buddy, you know what is this IP and what is this MAC address. So what I do is I just copy this MAC address. Now, if you want to copy from terminal, you have to use Shift Control C. Shift and Control C. Go here. Okay, Mac lookup. Okay. No, Nankishore, I want to find what an IP lookup. Then you can say IP
IP
lookup. Just lookup you have to mention. Okay. Now I'm going to find the Mac. So Mac
lookup.
lookup. You have number of IPs, number of things. Just go with this, Mac address.io, which really works for me all the time. And right how the MAC address will look like. A simple about the
Yes.
simple funda about MAC address. Okay, there are 6 octets: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so always remember every octet is 8 bits. So that means 6 into 8, right? Equal to 48 bits. Okay, always remember MAC address is 48 bits or 8 bytes. So divide this 48 with 6, you'll get 8 bytes. So 8 bits equal to 1 byte. That means 8 bits equal to 1 byte. Okay. And second thing, hey Nankishore, we have 6 octets here, right? 6 different individual places. So what exactly are there? The first six, first 3 places are reserved for the company, any company. If you buy a Lenovo, the first 3 will be Lenovo company, and the last 3 are unique to your laptop or system. Okay. Hello.
Okay, Kishore. Understood.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go to this IP of MAC lookup. I'll paste my MAC address here. Search. See, this is they say 8 080800227 2 up to here. These are hexadecimal numbers. They belong to Oracle VirtualBox. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. If I see my IP, right, let me show you my IP. So just check the MAC. Eh,
34, I think.
No, this is a IPv6 number, right? How do you find MAC address on your? Come on, man. Okay. Okay, I connected to Wi-Fi. Guys, please go on mute. Okay, I connected to Wi-Fi and my IP is where is my IP? 34 is my IP. Okay, and my MAC address is nothing but physical address. This is my MAC address. Okay, MAC lookup, search. See, mine is a MSI laptop, but it says no, the machine name, blah blah blah. You look at, oh, this is fine. It's not identifying. This is Intel Corp. Intel, a motherboard I'm using. So I go. It says Intel Corp. That means F09E4A is belongs to Intel kind of thing. Okay. Virtual machine not detected. There is a physical address. Clear?
Yes, Keshav, clear.
So always remember, first three belongs to the company and last three is unique to your machine. Okay. This is no. Let me minimize this. This as well. That's fine. So these many systems are up right now on my network. Now I know 40 is my virtual machine. So if you see this thing, right, it's also a virtual machine 080707 kind of thing. So I'm guessing 36 is my Metasploitable 3. No, Nankishore, I'm still not convinced. Use Nmap scan. Simple thing. Okay. So what I do is Control X, Control C. Then I say sudo nmap hyphen s capital P. Just no, I need to ping everything, right? 192.168.1.0/24. So I'm just doing a ping scan. It says 9 hosts are up on my system, and I want to see the 9 hosts. Hosts are down. It says these particular systems are up. Hey Nankishore, it says no virtual box, virtual network, blah blah blah. No Nankishore, still I'm not convinced. I want a clear kind of thing. So I have I got one of the cheat sheet from Nmap. So where is this cheat sheet? Where I have copied. I don't really remember where I copied the cheat sheet kind of. Yeah, this one. Okay, I'll just copy the entire thing. This will give me only the IPs which are say live on my system. Okay, see, clear? Now what I do is I'll just put these things to a particular file. Before that, I want to see where I'm in. Okay, CD desktop ls. Yep, that's fine. So I'll use the same command. I will push the output to a particular file. See, live/ips.txt. Okay, cat live IPs. So these are the IPs which are in this particular file. Clear?
Yes.
None
Yes,
Kishore,
Keshav.
still I'm not convinced. I want to know the operating system. Then what I do is I use the same nmap, say v, then I give hyphen I capital L. The file name is say what is the file name? Live, right? Live. Okay. Hyphen exclude. What IP I need to exclude? 192.168.1.1. Okay. I need to exclude this. This is my router, and I do have some IPs which are my Wi-Fi access points. So I have one router, two access points in my home, and some are the ports. But what I want, I just want only the operating system.
Then
Clear? And I don't want to scan all the ports. I say hyphen p or hyphen f, just fast 100 ports.
okay.
See, clear? Now it's totally up to you. And Ankisho, I will convert this into XML format. If I want convert it to XML hyphen o capital X, then give the name, then convert it to HTML. Whatever you want to do, you do. Okay. Now let's check. 40 I know is a metasploitable. 2. Let's check each and every IP. 144. What is this? 44. Intel Corp. Windows 10 is probably some system on my network. Let's check what is that. Oracle Virtual Box. What is IP? 40. Okay, this is metasploitable too. And again, it says virtual box. 36. 36 is my another virtual box. This is metasploitable 3. 3. Clear? So these are different systems. I really don't want this. TP link. This is my Wi-Fi access point 1. This is 33. So this is my uh, TP link access point AP. 33 access point, and this is my router. And what is 35? 44, 44, 44. The IP address of this is 34. 34 is
34.
this. Okay, it's not okay. 44 is I think is a Wipro.
What 44 is showing some Intel corporate. Show.
Wipro laptop.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how you find the IP address. Clear, guys? Still here?
Yes, Keshav. Clear.
Okay, so use net discover first. You'll get all the things. No, if still not convinced, use nmap. I will share you this document. You got kind of thing. And Ankisho, I want to this cheat sheet where you got these things, right? You go here, say what station X. So this is one of the best nmap tutorial. You'll find this tutorial on Udemy. I ask you to do nmap from this guy station X. Just a minute, guys. నేను పోను. Okay, you'll find many of the cheat sheets here for Metasploit, for CH, IPv4, Linux commands, ports, Wireshark, Nmap. Clear?
Yes.
So this is about this, and again, I know, right, I believe you guys are aware, like, how to scan with Nmap, vulnerability assessment with Nmap. You want me to show you again? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. So sudo hyphen I. Okay, that's fine. Control S, Nmap -s capital V -f script. What is the script we need to use, guys? Anyone? The scripts for Nmap?
So we need to go to the script folder. From there we need to select a script. Then we need to paste the path.
Hello. See, you guys forward. I gave you the document. I believe you guys have not gone through the document. Believe me, guys, for preparing that 7 pages, I have referred many books, many videos. I don't know, Nankishore, it's not, I don't really remember. How do you find? I also told the techniques, how to find that, right? So not sudo, locate star.nsc. What, locate? What is this? Give me a minute.
ನೀರ್ ಕೊಡಮ್ಮ.
So generally, whenever you install, the Parrot or Linux, all your pen testing will be under USR share, and you'll find everything here. Nmap/scripts. This is a folder, right? I told you you'll find all the scripts here. But again, where is this searching? Yep. Is it a plocate? Locate should work. I really don't know why the locate is not working here. But let me check that. So Pallavi, right now I am running 5 VMs on my system along with Windows 11,
Okay.
and without any headache or kind of challenges. If you see my task manager, right? What is this task manager? See, my CPU utilization has gone up a little bit again, and is the RAM? RAM is 13 GB. I'm using out of 15 GB. I have 16 GB RAM in anyhow. See, in Kali Linux is working locator. I really don't know where, why it's not working in Parrot. So generally, these are directory user share Nmap scripts all here. So now the thing is, what ls/user/share/nmap. Okay, okay. In this, I want the script with VUL, right? Great. So these are the scripts. So you can use it for vulnerability scanning. Okay. VLNERS. Let me use that particular script and see. It's clear.
Yes.
And I will give the IP address. IP address is 192.168.1.36 and comma no comma 192.168.1.40. For these two IPs I want the output in what XML format. Say report.xml. Clear up to here? And I want to see what's exactly is happening. Okay, this is done. Ls, the report is here. So report.xml, and we have a one particular command, right? What is the command, guys? Do you remember? xlsproc report.xml to I want to output in HTML. Oh, what is the command, guys? Can you please remember?
Second.
XSLT.
L
Okay, ls we have report.html. That's fine. So where is this report.html? Okay, I got this here. Open this. Okay, you submit this report to your boss, and this is how you do using Nmap, the vulnerability assessment. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is how. And now, Nankishore, I want to use in the Nmap, say in the Metasploit. It is very easy. You have to use Metasploit, DB import, and you have to import the XML file there. So in real time, do we use this method? No. This is just for your awareness and how you have to do manually. In real time, we use tools. So I'm using Parrot. So on Parrot, I have installed Nessus. Okay, give me a minute. Let me. Okay. So Nessus. Okay.
Kishore, you need to add S in the last, Kishore.
Okay.
You wrote D, right? No. Yes.
Nessus U Nessus D. Okay. Nessus D. D is nothing but daemon, right? Daemon means which starts in the background process. So every process in Linux is called as daemons. In Windows we call process, in Linux we call daemons. And I go here, my Nessus, this thing 8834. I already installed Nessus, and I'll show you in a minute how to install. Simple thing is, go to nessus.com. Let me show it on my local laptop. Tenable is a company which own Nessus. Click here. So you have different versions of Nessus, and I really don't want you guys go here. Give me a minute. Just go to the products. So you have Nessus, professional, Tenable SC, all this. They are different process. It's a products for Nessus, but we want what? We want the community edition of Nessus, which they call it as. Where is it? So the community version of Nessus is called as Essentials. Okay, so let's. Okay, same thing, go here. Guys, please go on here. Okay, that is fine. Download. So this is a Nessus essential thing. So for Ubuntu i386, whenever you guys see i386, that is for 32-bit operating system. Okay, you need it for 64-bit operating system. So for 64, they say x64 or AMD 64 kind of things, right? And I want to install the Nessus on Windows or Linux, totally up to you. For Windows, you need to go with the MSI, Microsoft Installation Package, and RPM is for Red Hat, CentOS. We need to go with the Debian based. Okay, and AARCS, this for Arch Linux, we don't want that. And this is a compressed version, we don't want, again, for FreeBDS. So which operating system? I want it for Ubuntu but not for 3264. This for Windows. Okay, Windows, Mac, Red Hat, Ubuntu. Okay, Arch Linux, no, I don't want for this. FreeBDS, Debian 910, but that is 32-bit. Okay, this is a 64, so you can use this one. Just click download, double click, straight away installation, follow the on screen. Once that is done, it will ask you for activation code, and this will be your activation code. Copy and paste. Once that is done, Nessus will take around 15 to 20 minutes to update the database. Okay? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear?
Clear now.
So this is how you install the Nessus. So we'll go to the Parrot. My Nessus is running. I create a user admin, login. So this is my fresh installation and you don't find anything here. Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. Let me call my wife because she need to bring the kids. Just a minute.
ఏంటి
పోయినవా
ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాను ఇంకా 5 minutes అయ్యాక వెళ్తా 1కి 1 కాదు అన్నది నేను 5 minutes లో వెళ్ళిపోతాను 1 o'clock
ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ నువ్వు
పైన
సరే okay. So when you do a fresh installation of Nessus, you will get this kind of the portal page login. You log in, and these are all your kind of features of Nessus. The first thing is, give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, the first thing first is, first you need to create a scan. Just you need to click on this new scan. You have different templates here. Okay, these are for the compliance. And if you see the first one is a discovery, that means it will just say no, it will do a nmap kind of scan. It will look for the live IPs. That is all it does. It will not look for the open ports or anything. No, Nankishore, I just want to do a quick web application scan. Okay, you will find a web application scan template here. Can you find anywhere? This for Active Directory, Log4Shell, kind of things. Um,
First row, Kishore. Web application tests.
where is it?
First
Yeah,
row.
yeah. Web application. Click here. Okay. Name a scanner. So name this particular scan. Say as a say monthly scan. Description. So whenever in vulnerability management, you need to give a clear description, because tomorrow you might not work on this project. Someone will else take care of the project. Then they have to understand. Scan folder, that is fine. Your target is something like www dot say msn.com. Okay, and schedule. If you want to schedule, yep, I want to schedule. Okay, once monthly. Okay, I want to scan start around say 10 p.m. is 22, right? 10 is 22. Yep. So every month when I want to scan, I say 10th of every month. Scan this. Repeat every month, day of the month. If you want, you can select. No, I don't want to check for the day of the month. Sometimes what happens is they will ask you to scan on every first Monday of every month. In that case, you can select that. Okay. So monthly repeat at 10 p.m. That is fine. This is how you schedule the scan. Okay. Notification. Once the scan is done, whom you want to send the notification? I say send it to none at the rate none.com. Clear? And discovery. So you want to scan all the ports, custom ports, whatever you want to do, you can do here. So I say common ports, just for discovering. I'll tell you in a minute what is a common port. See, what happens is when you ping a particular system to check whether the system is up or down. In that case, the ping will use ICMP. But the fact is, many of the ICMP packets are blocked on the network. So that is the reason we use at least 10, top 10 Nmap ports to do the discovery part. So these are the top ports. So just take the 10 ports, okay, top 10 ports. Now, if you see DNS is 53, again, we have TCP and UDP. TCP DNS 53 is a secure DNS. But if you see UDP 53 DNS, there is you can do a zone transfer, unsecured DNS. So DNS is compulsory, they will open the port DNS 53, port number 53, okay. And FTP again 20 is for data transfer, 21 is for authentication. SSH is secure, telnet is again the plain text, SMTP is for email, HTTP this is for your web application, POP3 is for your emails, RCP I really don't know this. Again 135, 139 and 44 sorry 139, 138 these are for NetBIOS, and 143 IMAP this for email address, this for secure HTTPS, again this for net bias. So just use these top 10 ports and do the scanning. So again for discovery this says use the common ports for both the TCP UD whatever it may be, right? Assessment, what kind of you want to click quick scan you want to do, or you want to do a detailed scan, you want to do a custom scan. Custom scan again you will configure these all these things, but when we do our template, right, I will navigate about these options. So for the assessment we'll say you just use the known web of vulnerabilities. Report, these are whatever you want to select. Advanced, I don't think so you will do anything here. Okay, if you're on a low bandwidth, scan low bandwidth links, that's fine. Credentials, here you have HTTP because we have chosen the web, right? So that's the reason we have HTTP. Link the authentication, or let's check this, right? Yep, you have a login form, give the username password, and just fill all these things. And now third thing is plugins. This is something very important. So we have CGIs, XSS, we have web server plugins. Again, these are all different plugins. Apache, blah blah blah. So now I say save. I don't want the index thing. That is fine. Okay, let me save the scan. So whenever you save the scan, right, the scan will save in your particular we call a kind of location. So when you click on my scan, it will show you all the scans. Now I want to scan a particular IP. Now before that, right, before that, what I do is I want to create a custom template as we described in the network vulnerability management. So I click on this policy, create a new policy. Okay, I will take one particular, say, basic network scan. So I will say this name as custom policy. Again, same kind of thing. I'll leave everything default, but in the credentials for Windows, in times you will find Windows as SMB as well. Okay, for Windows username, I'll give Vagrant. Is a Metasploitable 3 username password and Vagrant. Okay, for Linux, I use MSF admin. So for Linux, we use SSH. Just 1 minute, please. Hello. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. For Linux, I use SSH, and I don't want the public key. Rather, give the username password. Yeah, I'll give password. Okay. The reason is whenever you're doing a internal scans, compulsory you have to do a authenticated scan. That is the reason I'm giving the username and password. But no, the question is, hey Nankishore, you said the user should be a read-only user. But MSF admin is a not only read-only user, is an admin user. That is fine. This is my testing system, right? I need not to clear the junk. That is the reason I'm using this. Okay, I save this. Okay, so I've given the credentials. I save. Don't update. But my custom scan again. Now, plugins is something very important. Now, tell me, guys, AIX. I don't have any of my AIX systems on my network. So, is it wise to use this plugin? Hello,
No.
no, right? I will turn off this. Hey, why it is not allowing me to turn off?
Here there is a
I'm just checking. I need to turn off these, but why it is not turning off? Let me create a new one. Oh yeah, okay. Um, Template to disable. I don't want this. ALMA Linux. I don't want this as well. I know I don't have these systems on the network. I don't have Amazon Linux. No. I need to find the backdoors. Yes. I need to do the brute force. Yes. I don't have the CentOS. No. CGI. Yes. I do have some web applications. CGI have used. Yes. Cisco. I don't have any Cisco. Database. Yes. I do have database. Click on this, right? So you have many kind of databases. I don't have Cassandra. Okay. So what I mean to say is, either you can completely disable the plugin category, or you can individually, disable that plugins in the, in that particular category. Clear? Hello.
Clear, clear now.
Okay. I don't have
Yes,
Debian
yes.
system. That is fine. I don't have Unix systems. I know I remove this. Okay. Firewalls. I don't know. I don't have BDS is nothing but Mac. I need FTP. Gain a remote shell. Yes, that's fine. General. That's fine. CentOS. I don't have. I don't want. Fedora. I don't have. FI. I don't have. DNS. Yes, I want. Okay, the same way, you remove some, you add some. This is how the things work. Then you go here, credentials, SSH. Okay, password, MSF admin, MSF admin. Okay, for Windows, Vagrant, Vagrant and Vagrant. Okay, now um, I fill everything. That is fine. Leave these things, guys. Default. If you want a remote registry as well, just do these things. If you want to do the scanning, don't save. And assessment. Okay, this is fine, this is fine. Now I will save my template. Okay, now my template 2 is advanced scan 1. I made the changes. Yes guys, sorry, my mistake. In the basic scan you cannot do any kind of modification, but in the advanced scan you can do the modification. Okay, so now I'll go to my scans, create a scan. Okay, and here under user defined, I select this. I use my template 2 for scanning. tempted to, that's fine. I'll be scanning what? I'll be scanning my home IPs, or I can give the entire range as a description. Scanning range, and the range will be 192.168.1.0/24. And other ranges, same thing. I'll copy. Okay, 2.24. This is a description, right? In the target, I need to mention. Okay, I want to upload from a file. Yes, I can upload from a file. Where is the file? This file, right? So it's on my desktop. pwd ls cd desktop. Yes, ls. Yep, ls. Fine. cp live .2, say live 2.txt. ls. Okay, I got live 2.txt. Okay, nano live 2. I will remove the IPs, right? I just want only two IPs, 36 and 14. In real time, you don't give from the kind of thing. I'll show you in real time how we give. Only two IPs I have. Okay, I'll go here in the targets, right? I will give 192.168.1.0/24. This is how in real time you give. If I know Kishore, I want to give one more range, then separate with the comma. Okay, 192.168 dot no sorry dot 2 dot 0/24. Hey Nankishore, I want to include some IPs. Yes, no problem. Okay, 192.168.1.35. This is how you have to give in real time. So in real time, since you're scanning the 10,000 IPs in one go, that means you have to give the IP range. So you'll be giving around 50 to 60 IP range. Okay, but here for either I can give my IP like this, 192.168.1.36, right, comma 192.168.1.40, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Kishore.
40 and 36. 40 and 36, that's fine. I can give like this. No, I want to add a file. Click here, go to the desktop. This also I can give. Okay, so let me remove from here. So now coming to the scheduling part, I say what I did. I said I want to do it every quarter, and my timing will be 10 p.m. Right? I say uh, monthly, quarterly. Here start at 10 p.m., which is 22. Okay, Asia yearly repeat every year, right? It says here, but how can I give monthly? Okay, I really don't know why how to give this quarterly, but let's do it as a monthly, right? Okay. So this is the time I want to start, and repeat every month, day of the month. That's fine. Save. Notification when the scanning is done. Just send a notification to none dot. Let me give my Gmail. Okay, everything is done. Yeah, continue. It's fine. Okay, my monthly scan is there. Everything is there. Let me scan. Then Kishore, now we have started the scanning, which is around 11:31 a.m. Okay, is it possible to see the scan while it is scanning? Yes, click on this. Okay, this is my current scan. Now you can see now the number of hosts and vulnerabilities. Once it started finding, right, it will give you. Let me click on this. Okay, so it will take some time, guys, for scanning. Hello, hello, hello.
target tab, or else we can add the files, and after that a point.
Okay. So once that is done, right? So once you schedule the scan will come here, and please go through this particular video. You'll find that. So I want to look into the scan. While the scan is running. Okay. I'm still scanning. Oh yeah, still it's recording. That's fine. I'll click on the scan. The scanning started, and it scanned one IP, and the scanning is still under process. Oi, why I'm doing this? I don't want to do this one. This scan for this MSN, right? I want to stop this. Stop. 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 I want this one to start. Not the MSN. Okay, it is started. Okay, so it is started now, and the scanning will take some time, guys. So we'll leave it for here. So meanwhile, we go to this particular document. So I showed you how to scan with Nmap, and I've showed you how to scan with NSS. Guys, please go on mute. Okay, in the Nessus we have covered how to scan using default template, and how to create a new template, custom template. Hello.
Yes, Kishore.
Yeah, yeah.
Understood.
So right, how to create a custom template.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay, Nmap we have covered. So the scanning is happening, so running, that's fine. And this is a admin tab. You can do a kind of customization. Give me a minute here. So click on the settings, and let's go from the bottom. This is a notification, and scanner health. This will show you how much RAM, how much space is available on the scanner. So looking at this, you do the scanner maintenance. Okay, now you might be asking me, Nankisha, that is fine, just give some information, but where should I go to clean the scanning? You need to log into this particular Parrot machine, and you need to look for the Nessus folder. You need to clean the Nessus folder from there. Okay, hello.
Okay. Okay.
And this is a password management. If you want to change your password, custom CA, is this a certificate? Some systems, right, like Burp Suite, how you install the certificate, the same thing, you can install the certificate. Just save the certificate and install the certificate in some places. SMTP, this is for email configuration. Proxy, if you have any proxy here. And advanced, guys, you guys need to explore this. What need to be enabled, what need to be disabled, your scanning, kind of engines, login, all these things. Just explore this particular tab. And about is about your Nessus. What is the version of Nessus you are using? 10.1.3 licenses. In the free license, I can use 16 scan. Right now, I use 3 scans. License utilization, software update, you know, all these things. So you'll find everything in the settings. The scan again is for scanner things. Go here, you'll find all your scans. Once your scan is done, you'll find your done scans here. Okay. This is for
Okay.
trash. Again, policies if you want to create a custom policy. Clear? See, in the file we have given only 2 hosts, 36 and 40. Look at this one. Nan Kishore, can I look into the vulnerabilities? Yes. Click here. It will display all the vulnerabilities. And the vulnerabilities are coded with low info, low, medium, high, critical. And click on this. If you have any red one, you'll find the red one. Informative service detection, click here. you know um, it says 8443 TCP. Can we click here? TLS server answer on this particular thing, and see, fact is, it will give you an insight of the particular vulnerability. Service detection, kind of things. Go here, let me check some critical things. So we have one critical in 550. So click this one. So we have critical. Let's check this. It gives you the description, and solution is mitigation, and this is the output. Okay, it has
Okay.
given you the CVSS score as well. The family is gaining a remote shell. Now this is a report. After scanning is done, I will show you how to generate the report and how to circulate the report to your location heads, like the North India, South India, West India, East India. So generally for Nessus we take CVS reports. So CVS reports we take it for Nessus. We take CVS. This is nothing but comma separated CSV report. Sorry, C on the CSS. Okay, this particular report format we need to take. You can open this report in Microsoft Excel. Then you do a filter out for North India, for particular. Say I want to send this particular to Adam. They filter with the name, then send those particular findings to Adam. Okay. Okay, now go to the scan, and still the scan is running. Okay, it takes some time. Um, it's only 97% is done for this, and 2% is done for that. So guys, any doubts still here? Hello,
Clear, Nand.
clear, right?
Yeah,
One
clear.
doubt, Kishore. You are
Please tell me.
using Nessus and Parrot, right? And Kali Linux, you are using OpenVas.
Yes,
Why can't we use Nessus and Kali Linux also?
you
If
can
we don't have
install.
multiple
See,
machines, right?
I told you, right? If you see our documentation, okay, in the documentation, we say we want 50 computers to install 50 Nessus. Okay,
Okay,
you need to decide you want a Windows systems or Linux systems.
okay,
Okay, then what are the? Hey guys, my kids are here. Please excuse the noise. Just 1 minute.
okay.
I, skating ఇష్టమా చూపించు ఒకసారి మొత్తం guys just a minute please. అది కాదు ఇరిగిపోయిందని అడగలేదా ఏం ఇరిగిపోయిందని అండ్ ఇవన్నీ గార్డ్స్ అవన్నీ so you need to decide whether you want a Windows system or Linux system. Then you have to install prerequisites.
Okay.
Okay, pre-requirements or requisites, whatever it may be. But keep one thing in mind, right? When you install the scanners, you do not install any other software on that. No, Nankisha, I'll be installing Microsoft Office. No, it's not recommended. These
Okay.
systems are dedicated for scanners. Since I have I'm running everything on my local laptop. That is the reason I installed this on Parrot or Kali. As I told you, there is nothing, no difference between a Parrot and Kali or Ubuntu or anything. Everything is a Debian-based system. That means you can take any Debian-based system, you can install on that.
Okay.
So you might be asking, hey Nankishu, can I install on Linux Mint? Yes, Linux Mint is my favorite. It's a Debian-based system. So Linux always take less, resources. So I'll just take one Linux Mint operating system. I install Nessus. Install OpenVas on those two things. Very much okay. Can I run both Linux and OpenVAS simultaneously? Yes, because they are running on local local IP, which is localhost 127.0.0.1, but they are running on different port number. For Nessus, the port number is 848434, I think. 8080 8088, sorry, 8834 is the port number. For the OpenVAS is 9392.
Okay, Kishore.
Clear? Any more doubts?
Kishore?
No.
Okay.
Hello.
So this, yes, Dalakya, tell me.
Kishore, this is a vulnerability management. So it's not a vulnerability assessment. So we are not writing a report. We are depending on this tool's report. So what about
Superb.
false positives?
Okay. Sorry.
What about false positives, Kishore? This tool, we cannot believe the tool
Okay.
100%,
I
right?
am coming. I am coming to that, Alakya. Okay.
Okay.
I'm coming to that. Okay. If you see the first thing, right? I said, what is vulnerability assessment? What is a VA and PT? Okay, so this is what we are discussing. Okay, once the scan is done, we take the report in comma separated value format, and we filter out. We give the report to different stakeholders, like IT people. Now coming to this, vulnerability assessment. And Nandkishore, what is vulnerability assessment? As I told you, vulnerability management is a complete process, and vulnerability analysis or assessment is a small part of that one. So that is what we are doing here. Clear, Alakya? Now,
Okay,
what is
okay,
the
Kishore.
difference between a VA and PD? What is the difference? Can anyone tell me?
We are
I told you this many times.
in vulnerability assessment, whether we are just checking the vulnerability and we are not trying to exploit it. But in penetration testing, we try to exploit that vulnerability.
Exactly. So, in the vulnerability assessment, we generate the report using the tools and we submit the report. But when you want to go with the penetration testing, okay, you take the tool report, then you check whether those things are present or not, removing the false positives by exploiting that vulnerability. Isn't it, Alakya?
Yes, yes.
Got it?
Understand, Kishore, yes.
Okay. Now, after scanning is done, we take this report and we try to exploit the report. Once we exploit the report, say for example, if you take this particular thing, right? So this is NFS exported share information disclosed. Okay, I'll go here. They said this particular thing. Now what do I do? I go to this particular path, sorry, kind of vulnerability, whatever it may be, right? Running out 2049. So I use Nmap. I scan this 2049 port number. I look for this service. Am I able to exploit this service? So they said, the CVSS score, base score is 10, blah, blah, blah. They say all these things. And it says exploit availability is true. That means exploit is available. So what I do is UDP RPC hyphen NFS, right? I'll go here. What is that? UDP RPC hyphen NS. Okay. So you have some kind of information here. Say for example, one of the link you find ways to exploit this vulnerability. Then what you do? Yes, I have exploited. Yes, this is a penetration testing and this vulnerability is present. Clear?
Clear, Kishore.
Okay. And it also
Yes.
says we have Metasploit module available for NFS mount scan. And you have your CVEs. You can copy the CVE or click on the CVE and do your study. How to exploit the vulnerability. Okay. Once you started validating this report, that process is nothing but your penetration testing. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, Kishore, I tried everything. Even the website, they said, this thing is not present. Can I mark it as a vulnerability? No. Then there is a false positive. You mark only the vulnerabilities which you exploit as Pinterest, kind of, false, true positive kind of thing. But if you don't exploit, then it's a false positive, just blindly. Because, the client will ask you, hey, buddy, you know what? You have not exploited this, but still you mark this as a, vulnerability. What's going on? Then you should be, justify your things. Isn't it?
Yes.
And second thing, if you remember, like, in the Bob suit, we have something like, we have different category, right? Form, info, what is that? Three categories of Bob
Te-
suit.
certain tentative form.
Yeah, certain tentative and form. So when you say certain, that means the thing is very much present. Look at the CV value. The score is 10, right? So click on this particular vulnerability. Look at the value what they have given. The base score is 10. That means these are very much present. If you see multiple exploit is there, you can exploit. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yes,
So
Kishore,
I
understood.
believe now you know the difference between VA and PT and what how VA helps us to do a PT. The same thing here we got Nessus report, but in web application we got Bob suit report.
Yes.
Team, guys, any doubt?
No clear. No clear.
Clear.
So I am switching a gear, right? I'm switching my gear from vulnerability management to vulnerability assessment to penetration testing. How they are, working in parallel. Hello,
Hello.
guys, are you able to
Yes,
understand?
ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what I mean to say is, in penetration testing process, whatever scanning we do, the same scanning we call as vulnerability assessment or vulnerability analysis in vulnerability management. But difference is, in penetration testing we do just the scanning, but in a vulnerability management you maintain the entire tool. Okay, we are required only the report, but vulnerability management is not about the report. You need to do the continuous scan quarterly or monthly. Then you need to maintain the scanner by removing the junk, removing the logs. You need to maintain this scanner health as well. Okay.
Okay, Kishu.
Okay, let me stop the scanning, right? Let me stop the scanning. I'll stop the scanning because it will take good amount of time, guys. And believe me, the scanning will take days as well, depending on the IPs and the point. So I click this. So I got two hosts. How many vulnerabilities? I got this many vulnerabilities. Top threats. These are the top threats, and these are history. Only one scan is done. Now, Nandkishore, I want the report for the scan. So I want for the everything. Just select this. No, I want only for this particular thing. Select this. Go to the report. Generate the report. Okay. No, I want for everything. Just select this. Export to what? Next to DB. No, I want this report, right? Okay, I want CSV format. I want all these columns. These are the columns, guys. Okay, generate. Okay, in penetration testing, we take the report as PDF, but in vulnerability management, we take the report as CSV. Okay, is it download ready? Yeah. Okay, let me go on more. Okay, and this is a right. This template open with LibreOffice calculator. That's fine. So this is your CSV file. So I'm using Libra OpenOffice. Okay, so OpenOffice for Linux. Okay, you have your plugin ID, you have your CV, your base score, risk, host, TCP, port number, name, blah blah blah. What I do is I just take this, I implement the filter. Where is the filter? Yeah, this is a filter, right? Yeah. Okay. I want, say for example, this is for Ajay. Okay, I'll say I want only 40. I'll take this. Now I save this particular file as Ajay and forward this file to Ajay. Clear? No, I got it. This is belongs to Shavanti. Okay, I'll remove this. But here I am filtering with the IP address. But in real time, you filter with your North India, South India, West India, East India. Hello,
Okay,
hello,
sure.
guys, are
Yes,
you
sir.
able to
Yes,
understand?
ma'am.
Yes, yes, Kishu.
So
Yes, yes.
if you take one vulnerability, you have everything here. The you have your remediation. Everything is mentioned here. Solution is not available. Kind of remediation, everything. So this is about your Nessus. Hello,
Hello.
Alekia, any doubt?
No, Kishu. Nothing.
So let me generate it in PDF format as well. Shavanti, Varshita, Rajashri, and Pallavi, any doubt till here?
No, no
No, no,
doubt.
none. It is good.
It's clear, right? Very much clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It is generating a PDF. Once that is done, we'll close this in as a story. So this is a PDF. I'll open with what do you have? Okay, document is there, right? This is a PDF file. I want to check for 36. Okay, and it will give you the entire information of that. And one more thing, guys. Namkishore, I don't want this Nessus to come in front of my, sheet, right? Give me a minute. I don't want this. I want a company logo. Yes, you can do all this customization in the report. I think you required a, say, kind of a professional version, I think, probably, to remove those kind of things, right? I think if you want to edit all these things, you require professional version for customizing the report. So, guys, this is about Nessus. Tell me you have any kind of doubts here, please. I showed you can play with this particular thing for administration of Nessus. So for scanning, you got everything here. For creating the custom template, this is a place, and you're scheduling the scanning, everything here. Click one, and always to create a custom template, use this advanced scan. I believe advanced scan is the only one place where you can customize. I really don't think you can use dynamic advanced scan for customizing. No, see how to create your username password for Linux. Use SSH for Windows. Windows. Shall I close Nessus?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
That's fine. Let me close this Nessus. So Nessus story is done. Save. So this is all about Nessus. Now let's go to the Kali lines. Okay. This fine. Gv sudo gvm hyphen start. Okay. The OpenVas is running on this particular IP. Okay. Let me go to that particular IP. Okay. That's fine. Username is admin. Password is already saved. Guys, again, see, installing the Nessus or OpenVAS is a big challenge, guys. Okay, it's not an easy process. It will take a little bit of time, so you need to bear. Yesterday, I tried lots of permutation combination to make the scanner work, and one of the challenge which I faced is, no, I installed this a scanner. Everything is fine. I'm able to log in. Okay, the only challenge which I faced is this particular thing. I go here under scan config. Okay, I don't find this default scan templates. I don't find these default scan templates. The reason is when I go to this particular administrator tab under feed status, these things the status, right, these things were updating. So for the updation it will take at least 1 hour time. So once this is updated, when you can see this status as 3 days old, 4 days old, 5 days old, then only you are able to see this particular scan configs. So install the scanner and give this particular command. Where is that command gone? This command. After that, log into your scanner and give at least 1 hour to get the things are done. Once that is done, to check whether we have a latest feeds or not, we can check here. Then Kishore, now we have done, right? Can I update my OpenVAS? Yes, you can update your OpenVAS. Sudo gvm hyphen feed. Ah, come on, that's so good. Okay, it is updating the feeds. When it is updating, do not use the scanner. Don't scan. You can use a scanner, but don't scan. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, now let me navigate through this particular scanner. OpenVAS is one of the topmost network vulnerability assessment scanning tool, and it is a open source. and maintained by Greenbone. These are the guys who maintain this. So go here, type OpenVas. Okay, this is a website, and Greenbone is another vulnerability scanner. So those guys are maintaining this open source scanner as well. Okay, their products. They have different products. Okay, we are not interested in this. We are only interested in this. The first foremost. So once you log into your scanner, the dashboard will look like this. Okay, the CVs will update the NVT. NVT is network vulnerability tools. Okay, and CV is common vulnerability enumeration. So let's check whether we are done with the updates. No, still updating. That's fine. So go to this particular administration. So you know this is for user admission, group, and role and permission. These four things are for user. So click on this user. I have created one user. Again, you need to understand few things in OpenVAS. When you see a document with a star, that is nothing but your create button. Okay, click here. Create a new user. User is Alekia. Say normal user. Okay, I'll give a password as Alekia. Role. What is the role I want to assign? Do I want to assign normal role or just normal user? Okay, I want to add to a group. I have not created anything group. That's fine. Say save. That is it. Now Alekia can log in with her username and password. Now Nankishore, I want to create a group for the same scenario. I'll create a group as say North India group. I'm just saying. Okay. Say I will add Alekia into the group. Then I will add Nankishore to the group. Okay. Clear, guys? Hello.
Yes, Kishore, we are
Yes,
following.
ma'am, clear.
Now, if you want to
Yes,
do a
ma'am.
if you want to do edit or manipulation delete, these are the options. This is a delete option. This is a edit option. Okay, role permission, you can dig into deep, what roles you have to give to different user, right? Now you can create a new user. No, I want to create a new user, and the name of the user is this. Say name is say so this will be a new group. Now you want to create permissions, you want to give, you can give permissions as well. What are the permissions you see? Again, I'm not into this particular thing, but if you are into vulnerability management, you have your documentation. Go to help, probably user manual, and you can play around with the permissions. I've never worked with the permissions. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, under administration, the first four tabs are the first four kind of functionalities are for user administration, user and group administration. This is for the performance of the scanner. Okay, what is this thing about? And this for bin of the scanner. If you delete anything, it will come here. And feed status for updating. Okay, no, Nankishore, I have a company, Wipro.com. They have say domain users, something like we have Alekia at Wipro.com. In that case, you use LDAP credentials, radius credentials. So these are for centralized administration for username and passwords. Clear? Hello.
Yes, clear.
Yes, yes, clear now.
Okay, now let me check whether I'm able to. Yeah, the feeds are up to date. That's fine. Now I'll go to the scanner. This is a where I will trigger my scans. I want to create a new scan. So new task. The scan name is say what should we do? Meta exploitable 2. Meta 2 I'll give. Okay. Scan target. Let me give the target. Target name is Meta 2. Okay. Okay, again I want to add manually, or I want to include a file. I don't have file here, but let me add manually. 192.168.1.36. Okay. I want to exclude host. You can manually enter exclude host from the file. That's fine, and leave all this thing default. Okay. Now I want to do a credential scan. So give this SSH. Come on, where is this? Click here. User and password msf admin msf admin. Okay. Save. This fine. Now scan. So my target is there. Target is configured. So these are some of the things, right? Add result to assess. That's fine. Override is fine. This is very important, guys. QOD, quality of detection. That means the accuracy of the scan. So I want all the vulnerabilities which are above 70% of QOD. That means yes, I can confirm these are certain vulnerabilities. Hello.
Yes, Kishore.
Okay.
Yes.
QOD, does it have anything full form of it?
Quality of detection, accuracy of findings. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and these are I don't want to delete the report. That's fine. These are two scanning engines. I want to use OpenVas default scanning engine, and this is a scan config is your template. Okay, I want to do a full and fast scan. This scan will give you the kind of good amount of details. Okay, let me do it. Scan. Now the scanning is started. Okay, now I want to start the scanning. Just click on this. Again, you can do the scanning. Clear? So once the
Yes.
scanning is done, right? Once the scanning is done, you have two more options called report and result and vulnerabilities. These result and vulnerabilities, these are for analyzing the scan. Once you're done with analyzing, you can develop, you can generate a report. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's go to this particular thing. Hey Nankishore, you said we are dealing with vulnerability assessment, right? This is a something pen testing. We want to just do a quick scan kind of thing, one application, two application. But we are talking about the vulnerability application, Kishore, and wherein we need to define the IP range, everything. Here we do that. Go to the target, create a new target, and give your target. Say North India. Okay, north of India. So I will include range here 192.168.1.0/24 comma. Again, I include one more 192.168 dot zeros, sorry, say 2.0/24. Okay. If I want to exclude the things, I can exclude. Again, here this is IN. Guys, can you please go on mute? Someone. Okay, thank you. Okay, just leave this default. Again, read the documentation if you want to know about these things. INA is international IP address assigning kind of things. This one. So I want to these are Linux systems and Windows systems I have. I need to create a credentials for that. That's fine. Create here. Click here, and you can create a credentials. Say these are Linux credentials. Save. Okay, and this all fine. Save. Okay. Now if I want to do a scan or I want to schedule a scan, just go before that, as I told you in the in the Nessus, we need to create a custom template as well. Okay, go to the scan config. Okay, here come to the scan config, create a template. The template is say North India. I want a full and this thing. Just fine, save. We got here. Just go to this particular thing, edit. Just a minute, guys. It's loading. Can you guys tell me what this animal is?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. That's fine. Now I want to disable the things which I don't require. Okay. I don't have AIX. Remove that. Okay. I don't have, I don't want Amazon Linux. Remove that. Brute force. Yes, I want to remove. I want to keep the brute force. Buffer overflow. Yes. Cisco. I don't have any Cisco devices. Okay. In the same way, you need to do all this kind of permutation and combinations. Guys, again, Lankishore, I have database. What is this? Click on this. That is a dinosaur.
Goat.
That particular, animal, right? Dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur. For some
Yes.
angle, it looks like the goat now.
Hey, Varshita, I really don't understand how come, I had many goats in my, in the past, right? I never seen a goat like this.
It's a wild goat.
You are crazy, man. Okay. Again, we have different kind of databases. Again, select the one which you don't have in your network. Okay. You sit with the network, the network of the North Indian guy, the North Indian IT manager, and you get all this information. So now I have customized this template. Alekia, clear, right?
Yes, Kishore.
Okay. Here I'm completely removing this category, but here I want only partial things. Under this database, I got only partial things. Okay. Again, I don't want Debian blah blah blah. Scroll this blah blah blah. Just I don't have FT kind of F5. Just remove that. Gaining a remote shell. Remove that. So whatever you want to do. So now I have my target set. I have created a custom template. I need to create the credentials as well. Already I got meta credentials. Let me create a credentials of Windows. Okay, username password, that is fine, blah blah blah, that's fine. Hey, for Windows you have to use username and password. For Linux, username and okay, for both the things same thing, right? That's fine. Background, background. Clear. Now
Yes.
we are clear about the administrative kind of this tab and the config tab also. We are almost done. Okay, scheduling. Create one schedule. So what I mean to say is these are all pre-configured things you have to do for vulnerability management. So North India, I want to start my scan. I just want to do this, right. I want to scan. Say, what time I want to scan? I want to scan it 22 hours. That's fine. And till what date I want to scan? I want to scan till 5:05. Okay, and the date. That's fine. Start this one and end date is this one. Okay, duration 7 hours. Occurrence. So quarterly, weekly, whatever. Say I want to say monthly. I say. Okay, no, I want to do a custom thing. I think custom, in the custom, we can monthly, year, every 1 year, 2 years. Okay, I don't want the, so probably monthly, probably monthly, second, whatever it may be. Just do your, do your work out your custom things, right? So let me go with the monthly. I say save. So North Indian scan, also this is done. Now, schedule is done. What is alert? Alert is when the scanning is done. If you find any kind of issues, you need to alert to the administrator, right? So you can give that information here. So these are kind of easy things you can give. I don't want any alerts. That's fine. So report format PDF CV. That's fine. Scanner, again I want a default scanner as OpenVas. That's fine. And a filter. That's, forget about all these things, right? Now this is done. This is done. Resilience, right, guys? Resilience is something like from the particular scanner you can raise a ticket. I'll show you in a minute how to. And these are that's fine. Okay, now I want to scan task. Create a new task. Okay, here I will say North Indian scan. Okay, Control A, Control C. Create scan target. Already we have scan target. North India. Select instead of giving that. Okay. Scan schedule. We have North Indian schedule already. Select that. Okay. Quality of detection 70 is fine. Guys, just remind me this quality of detection. I will tell you there's some small catch in that. Okay. Now I want to use a scanner. That's fine. I want to scan config. I want a custom one. I have created a template for North India. Okay. All thing is ready. Now as I say, we got one scan ready. At that particular time, the scan will trigger automatically, which is 10 o'clock today night.
Okay.
Hello, guys. Any doubt till here?
No, none. You?
Okay. Now let's check this meta thing, right? Now meta thing. What IP we have scanned? Give me a minute. Okay, I go to the scan. I go to the results, reports. This is done right, meta 2. What I have scanned here, guys? Any idea what IP we have scanned? Yeah, this it is for
That
2,
is
right? So I go to the scans, and again in the scan I go to the vulnerabilities probably. Oh, come on, maybe I have given the scan things. Yeah. So action. Give me 1 minute. Guys, I really forgot how to open this. Give me a minute. It's been a long time. I worked on this. Reports. Not this. Not this. Not this. Not this. Should be somewhere here. New task. Oh, come on, man. Where are the vulnerabilities? Oh, really don't know why, I don't see any vulnerabilities here, all 000. Let me delete this. Let me scan one more time.
Sure, in the scan options, there is option for vulnerability.
Yeah, but I don't see any vulnerabilities, right? I really don't know what happened to this. Let me create a new scan and I check. So this is meta 2. Is my meta exploit 2 up and running?
2 is 40, right, Kishore? 3 is 46.
Give me 1 minute. I think this is down. Let me close this. Okay, let's work with only one. This is fine. Hey, did I close those things? Give me a minute. Hey, I've closed. Sorry, my mistake. That is the reason no vulnerabilities.
Yes, 36 is metasploitable 3, right?
Give me a minute. Let me check that. Right. Let me confirm. 36 is metasploitability. That's fine. Let me close this as well. So we got this. Yes, guys, one more thing, right? Always remember when you see TTL 128, this is a sign, this is Windows by default. Okay, when you see TTL at 64, there is a Linux. So, guys, is it a concrete? I can say if you don't config, these are the default values. So, if you ping any system and if you get TTL as 128, that means it's a Windows system. But if you're pinging any system which got Linux installed, the TTL value will be 64.
Okay.
Okay, this is fine. It's done. Name. So 36 is Metasploit 3, right? That is fine. And again, here Metasploit is Windows, so we got SMB. So I'll create a Windows credential for this. So these are done, done, done. This is okay. This fine, save. Okay. So we have scan target as beta 3. That's fine. This fine. Let's open this also fine. And this one I want to use North India scan. Is all okay. Fine. And guys, again, NVT per second host, this way, you need to consider these two parameters before you scan, right? So concurrent hosts are 20. Like if you have bandwidth, right? Bandwidth, then just play with the numbers. If you have more bandwidth, then you can okay, because mine is 300 Mbps, I'm okay with the 20. But if you're on low bandwidth, make sure you reduce the number to 4 5. Okay, and the first one is a maximum concurrent execution per host is, again, this depends on your hardware. My laptop hardware is 16 gigs, 4 is fine with me. Okay, which one is this one, right?
Yes, Kishore.
Which one was that, Shwanti?
Meta 2, Kishore.
First one.
Yes, Meta 2, first one.
Okay. Yeah, the first one. Now it is doing some activity. Let me check. Yeah, it is scanning now. So again, we'll give some time, guys, and it will give us the report. And based on the report, if you want doing a vulnerability management or assessment, submit the report. Now, if you're doing a pen testing, take the report and try to exploit each and every vulnerability by using Google or anything. Okay, and it should be very easy. The vulnerabilities should be very easy. No, Nankishore, I don't do it this way. Use Nmap, search for the vulnerable versions, then take every version, do a vulnerable take version, find the exploits on the internet.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
this
Kishore.
is about vulnerability assessment, vulnerability management, guys. Just try to exploit these particular things. The best source is, say, just go to the YouTube. Okay, this will give you the how to exploit metasploitability, each and every virtual service exploiting 2280 is very easy. And FTP in the same way you can do it for 3 as well. Just do this 3 and 2, and there should be a homework once you do this properly. And that means you are doing a pen testing as well. Now, Nankishore, I don't want to do it. No worries. When I teach you the Metasploit, I will teach you how to exploit those particular services. Hello.
Okay, Kishore. Okay.
So till here, any doubt?
Okay. No, no.
No, none, right? That's fine. So, guys, your homework will be two things, right? So, first thing is do a proper study and vulnerability assessment on OpenVas as well as in Nessus. And you just you have your Udemy or you have your YouTube. Go there, Nessus tutorial or OpenVas tutorial. Okay, filter out with this year. Just check different, you have many tutorials. No, Nankishore, these are 4 days, the guy is doing how to install Nessus and using blah, blah, blah. That is fine. Log4Shell, how to do the Log4Shell, scanning. So we have different template for this. You can scan with that. Okay, the same thing with the OpenVas as well. Okay, so these are different things. So guys, OpenVas, believe me, yesterday I really struggled with that. So once you give that, update feed hyphen update, wait for these things to appear, the status. Once this is appear,
Okay.
you will be finding the scan config, the default kind of things. If not, everything will be empty. I could not, given, I have not given at least 45 to 1 hour. I was keep on installing, removing, searching on the internet, blah blah blah. At the end, I came to know like, you need to give at least 40 to 45 to 1 hour time to get these things updated.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So we have cleared many of these things: vulnerability management, vulnerability assessment, the two tools, including Nmap. We have done the scanning, we have provided the report, and know what is vulnerability management process, how to plan, how to do your different person's role, what will be the role of a different person, all these things. Any doubts still here? You want this particular file, guys?
Yes, Kishore,
Yes,
that's
Yes,
really
ma'am.
please
nice.
share.
Give me a minute. VA save. That's fine. Shall I turn off this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is scanning. So once the scanning is done, you got your results, your hosts. So right now we are, once this is done, you will be visible all these things here.
Okay.
Okay. So let me close this. That's fine. Let me close this as well. Shut down. So that's all, guys, about network penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, vulnerability management. So one topic is pending in network penetration is Metasploit. So once I think I have shared you the document, Metasploit document.
Yes.
Like yeah,
Yes, Kishore, you shared your
okay,
notes as well as one good book about
yeah.
Metasploit.
So if possible, share those two things on Telegram group, and you guys follow those things. If you don't understand, we'll take at least 4 5 hours one more time, and we'll be doing the Metasploit. That concludes your network penetration testing. So now coming to you, Pallavi, if anyone asks you, hey buddy, you know what, there is a
Hmm.
project for vulnerability assessment of vulnerability
Hmm.
management. Same thing.
Okay.
Yes, I'm interested. Take the tool, learn the tool inside out. That's the only key for vulnerability management. And
Okay.
now you are in a senior position, then you need to work on the strategy, right? All the
Yep.
templates, everything. So templates you need to ask to the manager or CRS practice. They might have some templates which they will share with you. Don't have the template, no problem. Just tell them, no, I need to draft one template from the scratch. And once that is drafting is done, I will send I will circulate across. So you guys please do the review and provide your inputs. I will change the template according to your inputs.